Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, what I want to discuss with you is what you need to know before you start a content creation social media marketing agency. I've personally found that most people on YouTube just talk about agencies in the sense of Facebook ads and Google ads. Some people talk about social media, but not a lot of people talk about content creation. My agency provides a couple of services around social media to our clients, and content creation is a very big part of that. So here's what you need to know. There's two main ways that you can go about delivering content to your clients. The first way of doing this is to film, shoot, and edit the content for your client. Literally taking control of the entire situation. They come to you, they want videos or photos, you shoot it, you film it, and you edit it for them. I personally believe this is way too messy, and this limits you to working in a certain geographical region that your client is based. Now, of course, you could find a contractor or you could outsource the work to a local freelancer in that area, but you can't control the quality of their work, so it's going to be very hard to deliver a really good quality product to your client. If you cannot control the quality of the work, it's just going to be very messy, and I would personally stay away from this type of content creation. Now, the second way in which you can deliver content to your clients is you don't shoot it, you don't film it, and you don't take the photos. You create graphics or you edit videos based on content that your client already has. Product shots that they have of their product, or videos that they have of the product that someone else shot or someone even on the team just sat down and recorded. So this is what my agency does. We don't send a photographer or a videographer out to the client's business, and we don't get them to record their whole premises or their products or anything like that. We literally take what they already have and we create graphics, videos, and other engaging content based off of that. As you can imagine, this is less messy because we can control exactly what we do. Of course, we have to make sure they have good content, but we can give them directions on how they can get good content for us. This is also a lot more scalable because we don't have to physically do those things. We literally do it all on our laptops, on our computers, and I've got a team of freelancers and contractors that can do that for my agency. Now, some misconceptions about a content agency. I see these all of the time. 1, you cannot scale. 2, you cannot charge decently priced retainers. And 3, you're never going to hit 6 or even 7 figures. And all of those 3 things are wrong. You can scale literally any agency if you have good systems and good processes in place. If you don't have good systems and you offer Facebook ads, you're still going to struggle. Or even if you offer email marketing or copywriting, if you don't have good systems in place, you're always going to struggle. Now, I will say that scaling a content agency is a lot more people intensive. You need more people to do the job. For example, let's say you have one client for Facebook ads and they pay you $3,000 per month. You probably just need one media buyer or one Facebook specialist to do that work. Now, if you have one client that's paying you $3,000 for content, you're probably going to need 1 or 2 graphic designers and maybe a video editor as well. So all of a sudden you've got more people involved. On the flip side, these are more readily available skills, okay? So you probably know a graphic designer or a video editor yourself. They're very common things that people learn, whereas being a Facebook specialist is a lot more niche and you're gonna actually have to pay more for that one person. So although you might have more people working in a content agency, the wages are usually a bit lower. That's definitely the case in my agency. We have more team members than a lot of people I know who are doing similar numbers but are offering Facebook ads. But as I mentioned, these people are paid a little bit less because their work is less specialized. Which brings me on to my point of let's talk about hiring. I personally think there are 2 main hires that you need to make if you want to build a content creation agency. So the first hire, of course, is going to be the people who actually do the work. The video editors, the graphic designers, and the artists. Again, very readily available. Go onto Upwork or any freelancer website and you will find dozens, if not hundreds, of these people. And the second type of person you need to hire is a client manager. Okay, so this is someone that basically facilitates the process between your client and your graphic designers and your video editors. So when you get a new client, the client manager steps in, gets the client onboarded, then they communicate all of that to the designers and the video editors. And when the video editors and designers need something from the client, they go through the client manager. Now, hiring a client manager for a content agency, from my opinion, is way easier than hiring a client manager for a Facebook or a paid ads agency. Okay, so let me put it like this. When you're hiring a client manager for a Facebook or a paid ads agency, you need that client manager to know a lot about ads because they're going to have a lot of questions that they've got to answer from your clients about ads, about targeting, about literally everything to do with ads. And as I mentioned, Facebook ads and paid ads, they're a lot more niche, they're a lot more specialized, and for that you're going to pay a higher price. Now, for content creation, the client managers I have are not graphic designers. They're not branding experts. They're not people who have a background in graphic design or video editing. They just know how to facilitate that process, right? And how to communicate between our team, the designers and editors, and the clients that we have. For example, the most technical question a client manager might get asked is, hey, can we change this piece of content? Very, very simple. We go straight back to the design team and they get that changed. On the flip side, right, if we have to change an ad, we need to know specifically what we need to change about that ad. Now, of course, you could say the same for content, but in my opinion, it's just an easier process to manage. I know this personally because I know someone who has a Facebook and a paid ads agency, took on their first client manager, and it took him so long to do so. It took him so long because it's so hard to find someone who actually understands ads and can actually be your client manager. Now, with a content creation agency, there are some other pitfalls and holes that you might fall into. Number one is that you have to have prices that make sense. So for example, my agency, when it comes to content, we charge our clients based on the number of content and the amount of content that we create. But we also pay our contractors based on the amount of content and the number that they create per month. So what this means is that if we have to pay a graphic designer $30 for one piece of content, we know that then we can charge the client maybe 100 or 150 for that piece. So the problem will occur if you're charging your clients, let's say 1K per month, and you're doing 30 pieces of social media content. Then you hire a video editor, you've never discussed with them how long it's going to take, and you just say, hey, I'll pay you $15 per hour. They could spend way more time than was needed, and they could have charged you $600 or $700 for that entire month of content. You're left with a measly $300 or $400 profit, which in my opinion isn't very good. On the other hand, when your contractors are paid based on the number of pieces that they create, that process is just very, very easy, right? You charge contractor X and you charge client X plus whatever percentage you want. And the second thing I think you need to be on the lookout for is constantly hiring new people. So I've had this problem in my agency a couple of months back where we would get new clients, we might get 6, 7 new clients in a week, and all of a sudden we didn't have people to fulfill those clients. Because, as I mentioned, the content creation agency is more people focused. You just need more contractors. Naturally, you're going to need to hire more people. So it just means that don't get too comfortable. When you get a few clients, make sure you're looking for new contractors, and always make sure you have 1 or 2 contractors that are not working full time. They're doing a few hours a week so that if you get new clients, they can hop on, get the work done for them, and you're not going to be stuck. Now, if you want to learn more from me and how I built my agency, and specifically a content and social media focused agency, check out the link below. My 6-figure accelerator program has a few spots open at the moment. You get access to my full course and program, but you also get weekly calls with myself. Apart from that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got a bit of value, and you learned a bit about the insides and the workings of a content creation agency. If you want to see more from me, of course, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions at all, please DM me on Instagram. My username is in the description, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.